Hi, I'm Cody Griffin, and I'm helping my dad. And this is Garage Talk.
Oh, hey, Juanita, how you doing? Here, let me shut off the TV so I can get my undivided attention. It's great to see you. I didn't know you were coming over. You know, you could have called. You did call? There is a missed call, says you called twice. You know, these cell phones nowadays, you can't hear them ringing. Well, there's other noise in the garage, a lot of noise going on in the garage, and you don't always hear them, so I apologize. You look tired. Did you walk? Why didn't you drive your car? Oh, the walking's doing you good. You look. Oh, I've been meaning to get to that. This is a nice car. I want you to know that this is one of the nicest cars I work on. Of all the, some of the stuff comes in here, but boy, you've got a nice car. I've had it for a week. Has it been that long? Boy, time flies. And I'm going to get to it. See, it's even in the garage. I've got it right here, and it's going to be the next thing I get to. And you're going to love it, because we do know how to fix cars around here. It's what we do. It's why we call it the garage. We fix cars and other things as well. And you know that I put in a TV. I'm glad you mentioned it. You know, I put it in for the customers, you know, so that if for some reason they had to wait, they'd have something to watch. And you know, they make a TV guide that tells you all about the shows. I was watching The Blinding Light, and then there's a show called Family Feud. Oh my word, the things that are going on. And you know, there's paternity court. Some people don't even know where they came from. You don't care about my shows. You just want your car. You just want me to do what I promised I would do. And you know, those are all good points. And I want you to know, when you get this car back, what do you mean you're going to look for another garage? Oh, that cuts to the quick. I can't believe we've known each other for so long. I'll get it done, and it's going to be great. And I promise you that within a week, I mean, within a couple of days, I'll get right to it. And you'll be so glad. Is there anything else I can do for you? I'd be glad to. My word doesn't count for much. I'll get it done. I'll get right on it. It'll be the first thing, that's the next one in the project. I'll get it done. And thank you for coming by. You're very important to me. And hey, say hi to Barney for me, will ya? Good, she's gone. Oh, look, the stomach churns is coming on. You ever get distracted? Do you have plans that you think you'll accomplish things? We have a sign over our calendar in the kitchen. We plan God laughs. A lot of times the things that we think we're going to do and get accomplished, we don't get accomplished for good reasons or bad reasons. But the fact is, I want you to know an important truth that I think is a game changer. And that is the fact that you are here for a purpose. Your life has tremendous meaning. You were created on purpose for a purpose. Let's just look around the garage a little bit here. This is an older Ford 500. They don't make this model anymore, but if you were to talk to the Ford family, if you will, and say, Ford, why did you build this car? They would say, well, that's a family sedan. We thought that possibly families would want to buy that car. John Deere made the Scott's mower. It's an off-brand of John Deere. But if you ask John Deere, why'd you make that? Well, that was a marketable product that we felt like people could afford to cut their grass. A four-wheeler, some people ride those for fun, but it's got a hitch on the back of it. Some people work with them. Everything that you see when you're riding down the road, if it was built for something, it was built for a purpose. And we don't look at a car like this and say, oh my word, what an evolutionary process. I didn't come into the garage one day and say, wham, here was a car that just showed up and nobody knew how it got here. And sad to say, that's how some people look at themselves, is they've been taught, and it's just plain wrong, that through some random accident over billions of years, some glob of protoplasm washed up on the shore and eventually became a human being. That is laughable. It is obvious that we were created for a purpose, and that purpose is what God put us here for. Every one of us have meaning, and what happens at times is we get distracted and we do things and we get off track and we have pursuits that aren't necessarily why God put us here. And the Apostle Paul talks about being apprehended or used for the purpose. He said, I want to be sure and make sure that I am used for the purpose that God grabbed me for. And God put you here so that you could accomplish the job that He has for you. Just like Juanita hired me to fix her car, she expected me to do that, and I got sidetracked watching TV. Sometimes we get sidetracked doing other things than what God put us here for. But I'll tell you, the most satisfying life you can live is to do the things that you were put here for. I suppose you could take a lawnmower and drive it to Hannaford and buy groceries. You'd look kind of foolish, and it wouldn't accomplish it very well. And sometimes we look kind of foolish trying to accomplish the things that we're not really here for. But when we're fulfilling the plan that God has for us, that's when we truly find meaning for life. Fulfill the job that you're put here to do. See you in church on Sunday, I hope. Shout out to my father-in-law, Bob Lovett. It's his birthday this week, and thanks for letting me marry your daughter.